rising energy prices, dependency on Russia. Little comes to mind of a positive nature when thinking about the EU market for electricity and gas. But in future there will be more competition between the utility companies and more rights for consumers. Thomas Bickel reports. The single European market for energy is being further liberalized. The European Parliament approved a new legislative package at the end of April. It aims at simplifying trading and the flow of electricity and gas across national borders. It will also intensify competition between utility companies. In future, electricity and gas supply systems will have to be independent of energy production. That should guarantee investments in the maintenance and extension of supply lines. The power companies are allowed to retain the grids, but are also allowed to sell them. More competition across national borders is also a key aim of the new EU rules. Customers stand to benefit from new and improved conditions, and perhaps even also lower prices.
I hope we can create a European market for gas and electricity, because we will then have more competition in the power networks, but also because I believe that in this way, lower electricity costs will emerge for consumers.
The EPP-ED Group has been very successful in bringing about improvements for consumers. Fuel bills will in future be more detailed, and switching to a different supplier will be simplified across the EU.
I believe that particularly for the consumer things will change, not today or tomorrow, but in the coming months. We want to create more transparency in pricing. When the customer receives their bill, they can see exactly what they have to pay for gas and how much they have to pay for electricity. We also want to make it easier to switch from one supplier to another.
The utility companies, for their part, are hoping to gain increased market outlets from the new EU rules. The regulatory framework for all this will be standardized throughout the EU. This third single European market package is a further important step towards a genuine domestic European market. Borders will become more penetrable for electricity and gas, and products will be more easily traded across borders. The European Parliament has acted. Now it's up to individual EU member states to put the legislation into effect. They must open the market so that electricity and gas will be available under the same conditions throughout the whole of the EU. Then all European citizens will benefit once again.